What's up, guys? Today we're going from absolute beginner to advanced athlete in level 1 to 100 fitness movement series. This is more than just a workout. This is a fitness journey. And whether you're just starting out or crushing calisthenics in your sleep, I guarantee you're gonna find a level just for you and maybe something to strive for. So let's get right into it. Level 1, come follow me and see what we got planned. All right, guys, level 1. This is the foundation of strength. It's something that everyone should strive to get reps in of. It's gonna be a push-up. Standards are real simple. Get down, chest to touch the floor, full extension at the top. Let's see if we have it. Coming down, sweep press to the top. We can rep these out all day, and if you're just starting your fitness journey, I guarantee this is a place you should start. And if you wanna make it even harder, let's call it level 5. Maybe we're going for that one arm push-up. Trick here is real simple, wide feet, turning down onto that shoulder, pressing up to the top. Let's go find out what that next movement is and make it a little bit harder. All right, guys, level 10. This is gonna be the precursor to our pull-up. So if you don't have that pull-up strength yet, we're gonna add a core twist to it. This is gonna be our pull over. We're not technically pulling ourselves up over the bar, but we're gonna be using our core to get our hips around the bar and to that top position. Hands on the bar, we're gonna pull our feet up. Hips to the bar, fully at the top. Pull over. You see kids on the playground doing this all day. If you've lost it since you've been a kid, I guarantee get yourself back to a pull-up bar and attempt level 10. But for now, let's go to level 20 and see what's in store. All right, guys, level 20. This is a combination of pull and push. This is our monkey press. All it requires, hanging from a bar from one hand and the opposite hand curling and pressing that weight up to the bar. So as we're hanging, feet off the ground, curl at the top, into a press. That's gonna be our monkey press and completing level 20. Level 30, another calisthenic movement for you guys. This is gonna be for our lower limbs. This is gonna be the pistol squat. Much harder than your traditional bodyweight squat. Now you gotta do it on one leg. And we're gonna hit some variations of this while we're at it. But pistol squat, level 30, nice and simple, both sides. But that's a little too easy for me, so let's see how heavy we can actually take this. Starting it off, 50 pounds. Gotta make sure we got both legs. Let's keep going up. 70 pounds. Definitely tougher. Let's make sure the left leg is just as good. Let's keep pushing that weight. We cleared body weight. We cleared 50, we cleared 70. Let's go 85. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna get this. Right leg, check. I'm counting it. Don't care what anyone else says. 85. I think my max is close to 100, but we're gonna stop here today. Let's shift gears and get to whatever that next level has for us. Level 40. We're starting up the difficulty even more now. We are going with the back lever. The strength, yes, has to be there, but it's more about core control. So before we get started, let's chalk up these hands and get our gymnastics on. Takes a whole lot of stability just to hang in that static position. But again, still level 40. As far as difficulties go, it gets way harder than the back lever. But You know, there's also the meat hook, which I've never really attempted before. Let's call that level 45. We're gonna give it a go. Just remember, I've never done this before and I have zero expectations. Yep, no idea how to do it. Never been taught it, so we gave it a go. 45 is a no-go for me. Let's head on to level 50 and see what we have. Level 50, guys, we are kicking it old school with the Steinborn squat. Back in the day, they didn't have squat racks. I don't know how they had everything else, they didn't have racks. So, in order to get the weight from the ground onto their shoulders, they would tilt it on its side, leverage themselves underneath, and get into a squat. People have reportedly gone super heavy with this, so we're gonna start light, build our way up, but again, this is level 50. We are halfway there. Oh boy. I don't know why it took so long for people to invent a squat rack, because that is not a fun way to pick up a barbell. But let's try to up the weight and see what we can build to. All right, already doing this once. I think I need to readjust my hand position because it felt super awkward and I did not have a good back rack from the ground. But the only way to learn is keep doing it and keep building in weight. Let's try a wider grip. Oh man, this is so awkward. Whoa, God. I already don't like this. Yep. Not in the cards today. I prefer the new school method and getting a squat rack. Anyone doing these lifts are cool, that's great, not for me. Let's move on to level 60. Level 60, guys, is going to be our strict muscle up. Again, we are raising the difficulty a lot, and a strict muscle up takes a lot of strength, takes a lot of skill, especially a lot of core movement to learn how to move around the rings. This isn't gonna be a kipping style that you see in CrossFit. This is just gonna be pure body strength, pulling mechanics. So let's get on these rings. The biggest thing that's gonna help us is having a false grip. Starting at the bottom, pulling up to the top. Level 60 completed. Again, if we're kipping, sure, I can go rep after rep after rep, but we wanted to make it a little harder and get that strict variation in. So, without further ado, let's move on to level 70. Level 70, guys, I don't think there's even a name for this lift. I've just been calling it behind the neck, but you're practically lifting this entire barbell with your neck, trying to get from the ground to a standing position. This is something I've seen John Dorsey do, and since seeing that, I tried to always up his weight, and I was actually able to hit a PR at 245.5 pounds. I've yet to see anyone go heavier than that, but to showcase it today, we're just gonna have 135 to show you the mechanics of this lift. This right here gets very dangerous, very fast. That's why we're putting it all the way at level 70. All right, starting position, real simple. Just get the barbell on the back of your neck. And then when it's on the back of your neck, you're pretty much just using that neck to balance it. Bring that barbell up, and then bam, finish it out, get in that standing position. If you want to do some lunges, great. Honestly, even though that's level 70, in my opinion, I find that easier than those Steinborn squats. I'd much rather pick up weight from the ground that way than having this weird leverage position on my back. But if anyone's gonna attempt that, start light. It's a lot of pressure on the neck, but it doesn't hurt, it just feels great, building strength. Let's move on to level 80. We're almost at 100, guys. What's gonna come up next? All right, guys, we are on level 80. We're bringing it back to something similar to that monkey press, where it requires a lot of push and a lot of pull. However, this variation, very popular in the calisthenics world, the human flag. Definitely a high level skill, requires a whole lot of core, a very good amount of pushing on your bottom arm and a whole lot of pulling on your top arm. Let's see if we can clear level 80 and how smooth we can make this flag look. Oh, kind of close, kind of not. I'm not a calisthenics athlete. I'll let them take that one and take level 80 as far as they want to go. Level 90. This is going to be something that was invented by the Grid League. This is the triple touch. It consists of the following: toes to bar, chest to bar, into a muscle up. Now the reason this is so obscure and so challenging is because you have to combine all those movements and get it done together. You end up feeling like a fish out of water if this is your first attempt. So it is a highly strength-based movement as well as a high skill-based movement. So you're getting 2 levels of difficulty, which is why this is rightfully deserved level 90. Let me show you guys how it's done, because this took me months to learn just to get the coordination down. Combining 3 movements into one gives you the triple touch. Now the last thing to do is what everyone's been waiting for. What the hell is level 100? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been training my entire life to get to this level. I have still yet to reach it. It is going to be the one-arm pull-up, a skill that requires so much upper body strength, so much grip strength, as well as core coordination just to get this done. Now, there's no way for me to show you this, so I'll just grab a clip that I find online of a couple people doing their one-arm pull-ups, and then I'll show you my variation of how I'm training to get it. And in order to train for the one-arm pull-up, the best way to start is negatives. So if you can statically hold yourself above the bar with one arm, you are on the right path. If you can slowly lower yourself and make that lowering process as long as possible, you are getting closer and closer to getting yourself to contrastically pull up over the bar. But because we're not there yet, I'm gonna focus on my negatives. Whew! I know it looks like I just dropped, but that is me giving everything I have on a negative on that deceleration. So, hope you guys liked the video. Hope you find out a couple new movements, maybe some things that you've never seen before, because there are so many movements out there. I'm glad to show you what I've learned through my entire fitness journey. Level 1 from beginner all the way to level 100, the advanced athlete. So please comment something, maybe your favorite level. Go ahead and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, because next week is gonna get even crazier. Take care, guys.